Taste it. Strawberries. This is strawberry cough. So, Human Project is having this dinner, and all the wisest men in the world are there.
Human Project? Why do people believe this crap? You know, even if these people existed with these facilities in secret locations, fuck me, that's strong. Even if they discovered the cure for infertility, it doesn't matter. Too late. World went to shit. You know what? It was too late before the infertility thing happened, for fuck's sake.
I'm still trying to tell a joke, man.
All right, sorry. Go on.
No, I'm not telling it now.
No, come on, Jack.
No, fuck it.
No,
No,
sorry.
I'm not fucking done.
Go on.
Okay. The Human Project gives this great big dinner for all the scientists and sages in the world. They're tossing around theories about the ultimate mystery. Why are women infertile? Why can't we make babies anymore? Some of them say it's genetic experiments, gamma rays, pollution, same old, same old. Anyway, in the corner, this Englishman's sitting. He hasn't said a word. He's just tucking into his dinner. So they decide to ask him. They say, well, why do you think we can't make babies anymore? And he looks up at them, and he's chewing on this great big wing. And he says, I haven't the faintest idea, he said. But this stalk is quite tasty, isn't it?
Americans cannot wait to get a COVID-19 vaccine, but many women undergoing fertility treatment say they are afraid to get the needle. Doctors say there is no evidence whatsoever that the vaccines can lead to infertility, but that has not stopped baseless rumors from spreading online. Nikki Battiste spoke with two women about concerns that the vaccine could affect their ability to get pregnant. Nikki, good morning to you.
Gail, good morning. A fertility treatment is already an incredibly personal and emotional journey. Add to it a pandemic, and of course it becomes even more difficult. I spoke with Stacey Clark, a 36-year-old nurse who in just a few days will find out if her embryo transfer was successful, about why she fears a vaccine could jeopardize her chance to have a child.
There's a lot of emotion. Because I've gone through this twice before and it wasn't successful.
36-year-old Stacey Clark has seen what COVID can do as a nurse during this pandemic. Yet she says she still fears the vaccine as much as the virus.
What if there is something in there that wasn't tested?
It's a relatively new, unproven technology, and there's still no example of an RNA vaccine that's been deployed worldwide in the way that we need for the coronavirus.
There's the possibility for unforeseen adverse effects.
So this is all new territory. Whether it would elicit protective immune response against this virus is just unknown right now.
Will it cause, females to be sterile?
And Clark is hardly alone.
My next guest is Dr. Jimmy Brangus.
How often are you being asked by patients if the vaccine causes infertility?
So every day.
Jay Huber is Clark's fertility doctor in New Orleans.
I'm a doctor too.
He says there's no evidence the COVID vaccine causes infertility. What is the biggest misconception?
This concept that the vaccination will actually train the human immune system to create an antibody that can cross-react with that vital placental protein, which would ultimately cause infertility.
So the concept of an RNA vaccine is, let's inject the RNA molecule that encodes for the spike protein.
It's making your cell do the work of creating this viral protein that is going to be recognized by your immune system and trigger the development of these antibodies.
Our bodies won't make a full-fledged infectious virus, they'll just make a little piece and then learn to recognize it and then get ready to destroy the virus if it then later comes and invades us.
Is there any truth to it at all?
We don't have any data to suggest that there is any truth to it.
There's the possibility for unforeseen adverse effects.
He says some of the confusion and concern comes from a small segment of DNA that the placental protein and COVID antibodies share. He says some of the confusion and concern comes from a small segment of DNA that the placental protein and COVID antibodies share.
There's the possibility for unforeseen adverse effects.
This concept that the vaccination will actually train the human immune system to create an antibody that can cross-react with that vital placental protein, which would ultimately cause infertility.
So the way this is going to work, the mRNA vaccines, is it's the mRNA that codes for that that coronavirus spike protein. You're inoculated with that small little piece of genetic material. That genetic material then enters your cells and is translated into a protein. In this case, the coronavirus spike protein, which is then excreted from the cell. So in essence, your body makes the spike protein, and then your body makes antibodies to the spike protein, all because it's been instructed to do that. Your cells have been instructed to do that by this little piece of messenger RNA.
The FDA has cleared both the Moderna and Pfizer vaccine for use in women of childbearing age. Although no pregnant women were included in the vaccine trials, a few dozen who participated did become pregnant.
The world was stunned today by the death of Diego Ricardo, the youngest person on the planet. Baby Diego was stabbed outside a bar in Buenos Aires after refusing to sign an autograph.
Witnesses at the scene say that Diego spat in the face of a fan who asked for an autograph. He was killed in the ensuing brawl. The fan was later beaten to death by the angry crowd. Born in 2009, the son of Marcelo and Silvia Ricardo, a working-class couple from Mendoza, he struggled all his life with the celebrity status thrust upon him as the world's youngest person.
Diego Ricardo, the youngest person on the planet, was 18 years, 4 months, 20 days, 16 hours,